Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fans of Skytear. I am the commander reporting for duty, joined here by the ever-illustrious Zeragul. Zeragul, welcome.
Hello. Thanks for having me on board here.
All right, we are, as everyone is aware, deep into the September qualifier. We've played the preliminary rounds, and we are now down to the top 8 members. So for our table here, we're going to be observing Pythoner6 and Farhane Omar LOL.
I'm quite curious what both are setting up. So there's our go for them.
All right, and so we know that Pythoner is going to be piloting the infamous Suicide Squad, which relies quite a bit on sending Freyhill next to someone and then proceeding to spam revenge until they die. Very effective. We actually saw that in one of the games the other day. I think it was last night or Friday evening. Whereas Omar, I'm just going to shorten that to Omar and hopefully not offend him, is going to be running a 4 blue, 3 green squad with Freyhill, Estrida, Shalavi, Korhoff, Tilakali, and Zakol. So we will see where that goes.
So in terms of the stream, please, people, let us know if something is not working as you as you want it to work.
Yes, we will be actively monitoring the chat. So if something's too loud, if something's too soft, if we need to zoom in, please let us know, and we will absolutely go ahead and do so. All right, so it looks like Omar is going to be first player. I did not see if he won the coin toss and chose that, or if he was given that as a result of Pythoner choosing second. But nevertheless, we do see that Freyhill has come out immediately for Omar, and followed by Freyhill and Shalavi for Pythoner. Absolutely nothing of a surprise from there. My guess is that for Pythoner, the remaining 2 are going to likely be Estrida and Brova, or Estrida and Gilbjorn. Both of those are very likely. All right, this is what I wanted to see. Zakol coming in from Omar. So now we are going to potentially see some pushing around. Zakol very well known for being able to knock people around when he attacks them. If he's within line of sight of a pillar, which is going to be very useful because knocking people around means they will not be able to proc revenge against him.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at some of the cards that Omar is bringing here, Zakol is going to give him access to Doom, Stone Barricade, and Rampant Hatred. Freyhill is going to give him access to Sacrifice, Presences, Chasms, and Sinkholes. And the third hero, Shalavi, just entering the field, gives him access to 3 charms, which is going to be very necessary, as Charm is a very strong counter to the Suicide Squad, redirects, and Wind Blast, and a Wind Wall. So a very interesting mix of cards coming out so far there.
So there's the Brewer.
Yep, there's Brovar, and we need 1 more to go. He's thinking about where to put him. I would imagine he's probably going to put him first. That way, I was wrong.
Okay.
I was wrong. No Estrida this game. Okay, interesting. So, Pythoner's team, as Korhoff seems to be entering in number 4. I like that pick, as Korhoff will be able to deal piercing damage against Brovar. So, Pythoner's team is going to give him access to 3 Skytear discharges, nourishes, sacrifices, strength over pain, useful for not only giving Freyhill frenzy, but also proccing that revenge. Chasms, Sinkholes, 3 charms as well to help counter charm. God, I hope we don't end up with a 7-card stack like we did whenever Corrido and he played. Oh, that was painful. That was so painful.
Yeah, 11 minutes of card play.
Yes. That was what we like to say. There's a lot going on, but a whole lot of nothing happening. We also have some Gathering Storms, it looks like, some Through the Eyes, and of course, Rampant Hatreds as well on Gilbjorn. So I expect to see some Rampant Hatred. And in the meantime, we want to take a look at our victory conditions, which we didn't really talk about. We have a mixture of control and kill objectives. We've got Invasion, where at the end of turn 2, if both control tokens are pressed against both of the enemy's towers or the Nexus, you win the game. Double kill, killing 2 enemy heroes during a single turn activation. Given the amount of reaction cards plus Rampant Hatreds, that is very likely for either player. And finally, Skytear Master, win the lead of the control token inside the Dome. So the Dome outsider this game is going to be the OG outsider, providing free worship, free card draw, and a shockwave effect. So I suspect that we're going to see a lot of battle going on in Control 3.
Yeah. So I think this is why, for example, Sakol has been picked as
Yes.
I think he's one of the best heroes to just sit in a dome and kick everybody everybody outside the dome.
That is
From
correct. Yep.
inside
I
to
mean,
the outside. So a flexible
yep.
warrior, but a good defender of the dome.
Exactly. With Zakol in the dome, Pythoner has to be careful not to leave any of his heroes lying around the perimeter. Otherwise, as you just mentioned, they could very easily get ejected. That could spell easy disaster once the outsider were to come on the field as a result of that. So not only is Zakol's push useful for knocking people away so that he doesn't get revenged on, it's also useful for just ejecting people out of the control zone.
Yeah. Did you see which cards had been discarded now from the hands?
So I saw a sinkhole and actually just a sinkhole from Pythoner, and it looks like just a doom from Omar. So it looks like they only threw away one each, if I'm seeing that correctly.
Okay.
All right, so Freyhill.
Yes.
Pretty much. Oh, go ahead.
She moved?
Yep. Moved, worshipped, and led.
Okay. I think they're missing the action buttons.
They are, yep.
And maybe for distinction, they could use some color.
Yes, I think we should. I will go ahead and see if I can message them.
It was a mirror move from the other Freihill from Pythoners Freihill. Move, lead, worship. There goes Omar's Shilavi.
Yep.
I think. Yeah. There's a move.
Okay. By the way, Zergel, just so that we're both on the same side of the board, who is at the bottom of your screen? Which player?
Pythoner.
Okay, good. I have the same one. I just wanted to double check and make sure that we're both looking at the same one. So if I say something about the right side,
yeah,
everyone is not confused and they're like, "That's the left." As Commander suffering from dyslexia. Oh Lord. All right. So as we suspected, we're going to have a very fast contest in the dome here. We see all three heroes that have activated moving into the dome. Shilavi going to go ahead and attack Freyhill. Now, Freyhill does have 2 armor, being that she is within range 3 of Brovar, so able to shrug off 2 points of damage as opposed to 1, but it's still Shilavi, and that was an ultimate that was flipped over, so 5 damage.
Yeah. And right from the start, hurting.
And the revenge begins. So that was a +2 on the revenge there, I believe, with that charm. And so that's going to bring Shilavi down to 15 hit points. Or not?
What is happening there?
I'm not sure, because that was very clearly a revenge trigger.
Is Shilavi shapeshifted? The Omar
She put that down after Freyhill revenged. I'm confused why Shilavi did not take damage there. There wasn't any card effect that would have blocked that. Okay. Interesting. All right. Speaking of which, Blue Villy is going to go in there and attack non-tintedly, and that does... Well, you had a -1, but you get to flip 2 with Shilavi, Pythoner. Oh, no, you did skirmish, so you only get to flip 1. Okay, so there's the attack. Okay. Now we flip 2. And a +1 on the attack. Okay. So now the question is, are we going to see the cat fight begin? Omar Shalavi is shapeshifted, so she can begin the revenge. Now, if she revenges against Pythoner6, which, okay, there we go. We've got the revenge. And that was against, yeah, Shalavi, because that way Shalavi cannot counterattack as she is not currently worshipped.
Okay. Cat fight.
Yes. I can't remember if it was Corrido and Pythoner or Corrido and somebody else, but I remember one time watching a cat fight that literally stacked 17 times before the whole thing was over. They just kept revenging, and then they kept nourishing each other so they could continue going at it. And it just never ended.
Crazy stuff.
All right, so that's 2 heroes down for each side that have activated. And so, who's next on the docket? Korhoff, perhaps? Yes, okay. No. So Korhoff is interesting because Korhoff isn't as often seen with the blue team, but I've actually come around to like him ever since the 2v2 league where Gameslayer just kind of Leroy Jenkins'd him into the dome and he somehow didn't die. All right, so we've got 2 damage on the skirmish flip. Because Korhoff is a mage, that goes right through Freyhill's armor, brings her down to 9. Freyhill, of course, is going to revenge on Shilavi, dealing 2 damage to her. Brings her down to 11. Now, will Shalavi revenge against anybody here? Now,
oh, man.
Blue Shalavi has been shapeshifted, which means that if Shalavi goes after either Freyhill or Shalavi, they can respond to that as well. Also important to note, both of them get +1 armor being within range 3 of Brovar. So that would mean not exactly a good idea to do that.
That's the advantage on Python's side, I think.
Yes.
That you can modify the armor. Yes,
and if I flash back here, I don't actually think Omar... Yeah, no, Omar brought Freyhill, Estrida, Shalavi, Korhoff, Tilakali, and Zakol. So there is actually no chance that he would have been able to... here we go. Now it's starting. Korhoff is going to bring out the first charm of the game.
Okay.
Offensively, we've seen a couple flipped. So the question is, who does he steal the shapeshift from? Both Freyhill and Shalavi are valid targets. Both of them have already activated. His hand is hovering down there towards Shalavi. Yep, going to get rid of that now. Not actually going to steal it, interestingly enough, which I guess kind of makes sense, because then this happens. Shalavi plays a charm of her own, and Blue Vali takes it, and now she's going to steal Red Vali's charm, from worship action. And so ultimately, net of, not much happened. Also, important to note, whenever you become shapeshifted, if you're within range 3 of Freyhill, you get to heal. So we can see both of those flips going right now. Shalavi healing up on Pythoner's side.
Yeah, blue bubble is totally active now.
Oh, yes. And we've got some more damage going on here. I'm not exactly sure what the source of that damage is, mind you, but... Because Korhoff hasn't done any attack or anything that would have provoked another revenge trigger, I don't believe. Oh, well. Somehow Shalavi took damage. Now, the important thing to note here is that Pythoner has led from the hand, whereas Freyhill has led from the deck. Okay, we just had a random flip on the card, and based on that, that means Korhoff just attacked Freyhill.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, and a +3 on the revenge flip. That's going to deal 4 damage to Shalavi. Shalavi is not looking very safe here. Down to 5, Brovar could very easily just shapeshift, and then thanks to his passive ability, if he moves and skirmishes, actually he can tag Freyhill, Korhoff, and Shalavi. So I would be very surprised to not see that happen. Okay, then Shalavi just somehow shapeshifted and got HP back. is what I interpret there. Did we have another charm, or did he maybe just forget to do that when he played the initial charm off Korha? No, because that wouldn't be, you couldn't shapeshift Shalavi from taking the charm because it's the caster that gets the effect.
Yeah.
So Shalavi, all right. So somehow the heroes are just magically losing and gaining HP, and we're not quite sure why.
So you can zoom out and have a look at the cards. So maybe there was a card we didn't see.
No, I've been zoomed out. The only thing that's on the field right now is a charm from Korhoff and a charm from Shalavi on Pythoner side, and we've seen both of those. Okay, Brilvar is going next. Interesting. I'm surprised he did not send Gilbjorn, because Gilbjorn gets +1 skirmish damage for each friendly shapeshifted hero, so there's 2 of those.
Yeah, and now Brilvar's in the way. In Brilvar's way.
Kind of, like, unless he's setting up for... No, he doesn't have the flux, so he couldn't be setting up for a turn 2 Rampant Hatred. Uh-oh.
He's going to taunt everybody.
Well, no, he's not anymore. With that stone barricade being placed right there, Brilvar is not going to be able to move any closer. Now, interestingly enough, you could... Oh, no, that's a skirmish action. Never mind.
It's a skirmish.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could... Nope. The way those heroes are placed, there's absolutely no chance for Gilbjorn to get there, even after this turn.
Okay. Dealing the damage to Shalavi?
Yep.
Which now
at this point,
shapeshifted?
Yep, so she'll take 1 damage. Will she revenge? Is the important question here. She won't revenge against Brilvar, because that would be kind of pointless. But if you revenge against the other 2, then that's going to start a revenge chain, perhaps. So my guess is he probably just yields the revenge and we move on to whatever the next action. Looks like Pythoner's taking some thoughts. He still does have 1 action left. Freyhill's led from hand. So, yeah, worship. Okay, that makes sense. So Shalavi will at least be taunted, and that will force her to attack him unless we have something else that could potentially clean off with another charm, clean off the shapeshift off of Brilvar. We'll have to see if there are any more of those charms in hand. We do a quick search. Yeah, he could. There's only that 1 charm has been seen by Omar, so it is possible the other 2 charms are lying out there, and one of them at least could be in his hands.
Hero number 7 is advancing into the dome.
All right, now, interesting to note here is Zakol does have a pillar in place, and which means that he could begin the shove. And there is no... Oh, wait a minute.
It's only 1 hex. Oh. He has to attack an enemy hero, and then you push him away. 1 hex.
Wait for this, though. Korhoff brought in 3 strength over pains. 2 strength over pains. So, he could attack him, push Freyhill once, skirmish over to her, and push her again.
There is a +3 being flipped.
Ooh, which actually, never mind. Freyhill might just die here.
She's got... Okay.
1 hit point left, I think?
But she's at 2 armor with Brilvar?
Yes.
Okay. 6. Okay. 4. Yes, true.
Yep. 6 damage less 2 armor means that she goes from 5 to 1, which means now if strength over pain makes an appearance... Yeah, Zakol does not actually have to push her. If he has a strength over pain, I think you just leave Freyhill there and then you kill her with the frenzied attack. Which would be important because Freyhill is the one that has the lead from hand, which would then send that to waste because, as we all know, dead heroes can't lead.
Correct. I need a t-shirt with that on it.
I know Tim Bunn has set that as his Discord picture, so you might be able to get him to super print you one. Okay, so that's an interesting place.
He pushed her. He really pushed her.
He did push her. Yeah, so my guess is he probably doesn't have... a strength over pain to induce frenzy. Which is a shame because I love violence, and round one hero kills are always awesome.
And there's no slide in the deck or something like that? So maybe a slide on...
Nope, the slides are on Tilakali, who is sitting on the bench.
So no disrupt.
Nope.
Leads from hand.
Okay, now, interesting to note that Freyhill is barely standing, but still alive. 1 HP is enough. And she won't die this turn because there are no reaction cards that would be able to kill her.
Yes.
I'm just looking over. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, no, Korhoff used his mana. I was going to say he could potentially... No, she's out of range. Never mind. Yeah, there's nothing that can kill her. Until turn 2. Korhoff does have Nightmares Incarnate, but even though the Skytear Flex is on Omar's side, Omar has already used 1 mana from Korhoff, which means you would not be able to cast that in turn 1. Also, and more importantly, Freyhill is now 4 hexes away as a result of being pushed.
Yes.
So the question is now, what does Gilbjorn do? Because Gilbjorn could actually run in here, shapeshift, and then proceed to beat the ever-living snot out of... No, that's not what we're going to do here. Okay. I guess we're going to set up for the turn 2 Fury swipes.
Plus
all right.
2 being flipped.
Plus 2. Very nice. That's going to bring her down to 3.
Yes.
All right. So Shalavi looking a little dangerous. Now the question is, that was move and attack.
-1 on what? Ah, the revenge.
Revenge. Yep. Now the question is, who did she revenge on? Because if she didn't revenge on Gilbjorn... Ooh, Pythoner! Going for the potential kill here, maybe.
3.
If you kill Shalavi... Uh-oh. No. You cannot do that without using the Flux. Okay, there we go.
Sacrifice.
There we go. All right, so Sacrifice. That's going to make sure that Shalavi survives. Freyhill does lose HP, but as she's not... Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Here it comes. Brilvar is playing... Wait. What?
What the fish?
Oh, I get it. Freyhill was going to use the Sacrifice to kill Freyhill.
Yes.
Okay. Not save Shalavi. She was using it to kill Freyhill. That makes sense. Okay, very nice. People actually using Sacrifice as intended. All right, Shalavi now is the one that is knocking on death's door at 1 HP. Revenging against Gilbjorn, I have to assume, because otherwise someone just revenges back against her and kills her. Yeah, there it is. 2 damage to Gilbjorn. And that would be his final action, which means I think we're just going to have a push in the dome because we've got everybody in the dome. 2 leads from hand. Oh, Gilbjorn plays Charm. Okay. So he's going to steal Charm off of Freyhill. And that's going to give him the Shapeshift. Excellent. So now he gets to start turn 2 Shapeshifted without having to blow one of his actions this round on the Worship action. Excellent. Also, Freyhill just magically gained 4 HP for reasons that I'm not sure of.
Okay, interesting.
There was not another sacrifice played, so what? Oh, you know what happened? It's the stack effect. That sacrifice that was targeting Freyhill no longer heals her because Freyhill has been removed from Shapeshift. So that's what happened there.
Ah, yeah. Okay, now I'm
and now Shalavi's dead.
Up to date, yeah.
There we go. And now Shalavi's dead. And Zakol took... Oh, no, okay. So wait a minute. Zakol took 4 damage, and Shalavi's dead. What just
happened?
I'm having very difficult time following this because we're not having all the action buttons used here. Although I guess, to be fair, this seems to involve power cards, so that wouldn't make a difference anyway. Oh, we're getting rid of Astrida and Takali. Okay, that's fine there. But all right. Well, anyways, We push in lane 1, we push in lane 2, a whole lot of nothing happened. And actually, with Shalavi dead, we will have someone win the dome, I think, if they both lead with 3. That means that Pythoner gains control of the dome. Oh, I see what's about to... Well, wait a minute. So it's a push in the dome. Yeah, so... Okay, never mind. Wait. I'm confused, because Shalavi's miniature is sitting on turn 3 saying that she'll respond there, but her HP token is still on the tracker.
Okay.
So
just
she's
she's dead.
Yeah, we currently have Schrodinger's Shalavi, wherein she is simultaneously dead and not. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on turn 3 because otherwise it's going to bug me. All right, there we go. All right, now it is time for the OG to make his appearance. So the outsider here has to spawn such that he is across the perimeter of the dome, meaning you can have 2 inside, 1 outside, or 2 outside, 1 inside. So positioning here is going to be very important because you can use him not only as a blocking element, but also to potentially lay down the pain train on Korhoff, which is exactly what it looks like is about to happen. The outsider will do 3 plus a flip, and Korhoff has absolutely no armor and 14 measly hit points, which means, considering that Gilbjorn somehow lost his charm, or maybe he just maybe they removed it and didn't actually take it. But considering his position, he is going to get attacked. Okay, there's 5 damage, down to 9 hit points. Now, interesting, or maybe that was the skirmish.
It's the yes.
Oh, the shockwave.
The push. The shockwave.
Yeah. Okay, interesting that he used that
0
first.
push.
Oh, no, I see. So he pushed that there. That's going to force Korhoff to attack Brilvar. Ooh, and a +3 on the flip.
So
6 damage. I have to assume that was the attack. Yep. Now the question is, do you use Divine Conduit to get a free worship? Do you draw a card? Yep, that looks to be what the case was. Divine Conduit allows somebody to worship and thus grant Gilbjorn Shapeshift. Okay, so that was an exciting round. Absolutely nothing happened in the lane, but a lot of action in the dome. And Giacomo is apparently just as confused as we are because he says, "What is going on?" followed by 8 question marks.
Yes, welcome to the club.
Welcome to the club, Giacomo. We're playing Skytear, and things are happening, but we're not entirely certain why they're happening.
Maybe you saw kind of this game last night. Am I correct? Or last?
Part of it, yeah. Whatever, the last time. We'll say last time, yeah, because that way that encompasses the last time that I streamed the game. So whatever that was, whether it was yesterday or 3 days ago. All right, so important to note that in turn 2, Omar is the first player, so he will get a chance to potentially get Korhoff away from somebody. That being said, there is enough pressure that a lot of people can just chase him down and skin him. So I don't know exactly where he's going to run to.
Yeah. The thing is, what are you thinking Python is setting up for Skytear Master? Or...
I would assume Skytear Master, yeah. Because if he was going to go for double kill, well, I guess he had to have killed Shalavi in order to actually get the dome. Otherwise, it would have been a push there as well. So
yes.
I think that Skytear Master seems likely because, again, with Shalavi dead until turn 3, that guarantees that as long as you tuck all your heroes into the dome and lead from hand, you should be fine because there are no. Well, I guess no. Yeah, the present. Oh no. Freyhill did bring presences as well for Omar, so there is a possibility of that. But if Korhoff dies, that's going to give you 2 heroes, which means even with a presence and a lead 3, you should still be able to overwhelm the dome.
Yes.
Sacrifice. Okay, Korhoff's dead. No, Brilvar's playing Sacrifice. I lied. Also, Korhoff is range 4, which means Freyhill couldn't kill him. Okay, so we're going to continue to bring Freyhill's health away from the danger zone, which makes sense. A little bit of a pause, so it seems like there's a bit of a response, perhaps?
Maybe.
Also worth noting, Brilvar also did play Through the Eyes against Korhoff, which is why we see the disarm mark against him. So even though Korhoff does do piercing damage, it will be cut in half during this activation.
Yeah. So that's the reason why I think there was only 2 damage against Brilva with the
Yes.
forced attack. With the forced attack, yes.
Yep. Show us action.
Curious, but yeah. If you get rid of Korjov, and it's likely that he's going to die, so you will always have the hero advantage.
Yes. Because Shalavi will come back in turn 3, but it looks like Korhoff is going to have activated before he dies, so he'll come back turn 4.
Could you set the round marker to round number 2?
Yes.
It's my inside monk who is crying.
Of course. Hey, listen. I had an issue with the Shalavi token sitting on 1 HP before, so I fully understand you. Not a problem.
And if you kill Korjov now, exhausted, then he'll come back in round 4. That's even worse for... Oh, is there a disconnect?
Yep, he disconnected. Someone hurry up, save the game.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh. That's what the lack of response was there.
Hello.
Hello, Pythoner. What's happening?
Yeah, so he conceded.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, okay then.
So yeah, so I definitely understand, because this is a position where especially after my second charm, where I made him not kill my frail and instead put my frail all the way back up to 9.
Right.
And then getting this incidental revenge, and Korjov is almost dead.
Yes.
So this round is probably going to be, I'm probably almost guaranteed to take the dome. Then I'm up to
2 tokens on Skytear Master.
And it gets, maybe there's a shot to like not lose in the 3rd round when both heroes, I mean, actually,
Korjov wouldn't come back.
Korjov probably wouldn't be coming back if I don't kill him right away. So yeah, that just gets incredibly difficult. So I think I definitely understand that, and it's not the kind of game where it's the kind of game where you feel like I'm so far behind, and there's maybe the tiniest sliver of a chance that you can come back if things go perfectly for you if you're behind, and you know, as worse as possible on my side of the table. So and it can definitely feel very not so great to play on the other side. So definitely understand that.
Understandable. All right. Well, in that case, congratulations, Pythoner. You're moving into the semifinals.
Yeah,
Thank
congratulations.
You. Yeah, no, that was. I drew the opening hand. I'm like, this has double charm. In this matchup with these victory conditions, that could be absolutely brutal. I had a sacrifice as well, and so this is actually a matchup where oftentimes it can feel like the going first can be a huge advantage, but I think fortunately the cards worked out enough this time to kind of counteract that. Because obviously the game Ryan and I played, which is the mirror match of our deck, was a similar kind of game where we it was all dome all the time, and that one was a little bit more even in terms of our cards, and I think that advantage of the flux, which he didn't even use, but just forcing me to play around the 3 mana cards on round 2.
Yes.
That advantage kind of incrementally he was able to gain in getting those revenges, which is kind of what I was able to capitalize on here, because I think I had a little bit better on the draw of the cards there.
Okay, so but nevertheless it was a quick one.
Indeed.
We didn't expect it to end it here, but we were really talking about the same thing for the next turns. How will they evolve? So we neither saw a big chance for a comeback, but you never know. Maybe for a double kill, or could be another option for Omar. But you have to set a lot of things up, so that's really difficult. So yeah, that was a quick one.
Indeed.
Thanks a lot.
We get a huge break now until the semis.
That's okay. I didn't get dinner until now, so I get something to eat and to drink. And people, please, our dear viewers, please come back. We'll stream the semifinals for sure.
Yes.
And yeah, we're curious what will happen next. So yeah, good luck, Pythoner, for the next round. We'll see us again. Thanks, Commander, for commentating.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye.
Wow. That was quick.
Stream is now over.
Okay.